good is it for you, for a guy that's been through this for a few years and haven't had much winning, to be in this situation right now as a veteran and leader on this team? Just the fun of the situation.
Yeah, I mean, I had a coach in college who used to always say the fun's in the winning, and it definitely is. Everything feels a little bit better whenever you're winning. Waking up in the morning, coming to work every day, it's always a blessing. But when you're winning on the field and things are going well on the field and we're having a little success, it's nice. But it'll be even better when it's continued, and the ultimate goal at the end is achieved. This is just part of the process, but it is fun to be in this phase of the process at this moment, I guess you can say.
Talk about your connection and chemistry with Bo, how it's developed.
Yep.
How would you describe Courtland? His leadership style? Is he assertive? What is he like around, like whether it's the huddle or the locker room? How is he as a leader?
Yeah. I feel like he and I are similar but different at the same time when it comes to our leadership styles. He's a very observant leader, I would say. I think it comes with him being a rookie. I'm pretty sure as time goes on and he gets more years under his belt, his leadership style may change, but you could tell that he's very similar to the things I've described before. He's willing to listen. He's willing to learn from older guys, guys that have been around, figuring out ways to, I guess, find his niche and how he wants to lead. But the way that he prepares, he almost gives off a vibe of, I can show you better than I can tell you, in a sense of like he might not be the rah-rah loud guy, but he knows how to get guys going in his own way. And I think that, speaking for myself and just from how it seems around the locker room, guys are gravitating to it. He continues to show up week in and week out, prepared, ready to go, has that fire, has that juice when he plays, and I think it's just, the way that he goes about his business is a big part of his leadership style.
Sean was complimentary to Josh Reynolds' time here and talked about being a number game and all that. But what's his release say about progress that your young receivers have made around you?
I don't know much about the release stuff. I definitely gonna miss Josh. I got a chance to. I texted him after it had happened because it caught me off guard. But man, I appreciate Josh, man. The amount of time, the little bit of time that I was able to be around him. The guy was a true professional, a true pro, a very selfless guy in our room, and we appreciated him, and I got so much love for him, and I know that he's gonna have success in the rest of his career. But to speak to the second part of your question, I think our young guys have showed up and continued to develop as I've wanted them to do, from training camp to this point. I think that the young guys are starting to kind of find their niche, find their way in this offense, and they're making plays. And I think that's all you can ask for from young guys, is to come in, find where you fit in the offense, and maximize that role as best you can. I think that those guys are doing that right now.
When you look back at your rookie season, what was kind of, to you, the biggest things in terms of a learning curve that you needed to figure out in season at the NFL level?
Everything. I mean, how to prepare, how to recover, how to fine-tune, how to maximize my off time, how to freaking have a routine, how to practice. It was everything. I mean, the guy that's standing in front of you now, it mentally, I would say, isn't the same guy that was a rookie. There's just so much stuff that you learn from experience. It's like life. I mean, I'm sure if any of you guys look back 10 years from now, you're like, I'm not that same person, so it's just experience, being able to play the games I've been able to play, watch around the film, being around certain players and certain coaches, and you just get a chance to have a different perspective of everything. And I think that's a part of everyone's growth in their early years of being in the league, trying to figure out how, where can you get better at. And it's an individual thing. Guys got to find it themselves. Guys got to be able to figure out what are things that I've done well, what are things that I haven't done well, what can I do to maximize that, whether it's asking someone for advice, whether it's watching a YouTube video, whatever it may be. But, you got to kind of find that that niche yourself, because it happens over time. You just need that experience.
You're on a tear since week 8. What can you build off of these final 4 games, even though you've been really good these past couple months?
Continuing to ascend, there's no plateau. Continuing to try to find ways to maximize my game. The same film that, we get to watch, other teams get to watch. And so I'm sure that people are going to try to find ways to try to take away things that we do well. And it's upon myself and really just upon myself to make sure that my craft is continuing to develop so that I can make my game as diverse as possible going into this home stretch and finishing out the season and rolling into the playoffs. The biggest thing is just making sure that I'm ascending and not plateauing. You're either getting better or you're getting worse at the end of the day.